What is up, guys? It's MetroStorm St. Louis today, and we have an interesting video as thunderstorms are possible tomorrow on Thursday as a stationary boundary sets up north around that area, and a major cold front will come down through the St. Louis region, causing severe weather possible. Now let's get into it. Essentially, tomorrow there is a band of isolated showers. I don't think these will be severe, but I don't know anything about these yet because, well, they haven't happened, and models are disagreeing on this, so we're not really going to get into that right now. But most models are agreeing they do intensify to scattered thunderstorms in Illinois and Indiana in that region. And then you'll start to notice a squall line starting to develop there, and then it strengthens into a pretty noticeable squall line, but it's not at its strength yet. Then it starts to get a little bit more powerful and more powerful. This is probably its peak, or maybe the next frame, and there start to be a couple cells around this time where there is little hooks, which may mean there's an isolated tornado threat tomorrow, and then boom, it shows the squall line hitting St. Louis, which is, here's the problem. I don't know what's going to happen yet, but I know I'm going to be at school tomorrow for a fact. So unless it's in the small window of 10:30 to 11, which is my lunch. I know it's early, but that's my lunchtime. Which there's a chance of that happening. It's just unlikely, but this is around 16Z, so I don't know. That's around, that's around 10 to 11, so I don't know yet. But that it could impact us, but it might be before that. I like to think of this as the model that overpredicts everything, because it kind of does. It also shows a group of isolated supercells in Arkansas, and that's enough to issue an enhanced risk right there because of all those little hooks, which I don't think that's going to happen. This is more of an enhanced risk scenario, and I definitely think there will at least be a marginal or slight from the SPC if this actually were to happen, so I don't think that this is going to happen. But, the fact that it is showing this, it's always a possibility, but don't go off the information this is telling you. I'm going to make that very clear. I think it's just fun to see what it says. And then, it intensifies into what looks like a derecho, and it actually does that right before it hits St. Louis, so this scenario would show a very powerful squall line going through St. Louis, and then intensifying into what looks like a derecho right at my lake house. That'd be awesome if that happened. Actually, I shouldn't say awesome. That's all for this video today, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe.